Hi, boys and girls. Well, we talked about colonial people and how they didn't have the same kind of technology that we have today. So, like my color of my shirt is dyed in a big factory. Well, they didn't have the same kind of resources. And as we read in our book, we found out that colonial people used a lot of nature, things found in the natural environment, in order to color their clothing. So we're going to take a look at some of the things we can use to perhaps make an artistic creation by coloring a piece of plain muslin cloth. So what I did was I got some plain muslin cloth from Joann's Fabrics, and I made a frame around it by putting some cardboard around it, some cardstock, and I stapled it on there so I would have my frame. Now, then I went and looked for some things that were in my natural environment. A couple of things I found in my house, and then a few things I took from the garden. So, one of the things I took from the garden was a nice orange flower. And this orange flower looks pretty awesome. And I thought it would be a great color to put on my muslin cloth. So what I did was I got my flower, and I'm going to get some wax paper to protect the bottom of my table. And I'm going to put the frame on top of the wax paper, and then the flower on top of the muslin cloth. So here is my paper laid down on the table. Here is my muslin frame, and here is my flower that I'm going to put face down onto the fabric. And then I'm going to get the wax paper and put it over the top. And then I'm going to get a tool. Yes, you might need to ask Mom and Dad for some help for this, but I need the hammer, and then I'm going to bang on the flower. Awesome. And I'm going to open up my wax paper, take the stem out, and then I have a index card, another piece of card that's going to scrape off all the big chunky pieces. And then I have a flowery outline on my fabric. It's colored my fabric. Let's try another color. We'll get rid of that one because we're done with that one. We'll get another piece of wax paper, put it down. Now this next item is a little berry from the 4th grade garden. And I'm going to put it on here. I'm not going to eat it because I know that probably wouldn't be a great idea unless it is an edible item. And I'm going to put this on here, I think. Close up our wax paper. Get my trusty tool. And open it up. Oh, I don't have so much to scrape off with this one. And take my cardstock, a little piece of index card here, scrape off any extra. And I notice that this one does not have a strong die pattern. It has a faint die pattern. So I know that that die would be used for something lighter and more subtle. This one is very strong and dominant, and this one here is much lighter and more subtle. So I can get rid of this. Now my next item that I found in my kitchen, and I thought, first I'll eat some for lunch, and then I'm going to use one for art. What do you think this is? Yep, blueberry. Sure is. I'm going to give that a try. Put it on my fabric. Oh, gotta turn it over so I'm doing it on the same side as all my other ones. Put it here. Close it up. And this one's pretty big and smooshy. Wow, that one definitely has a more splatter-like pattern. Open that one up. Yep, I've got some things to remove with this one. So I'm going to take my card, take all the extra bits off. That one's really juicy. One's going to need to dry for a little bit. This one has a stronger color, a stronger dye than the little berries had. I noticed that the skins leave a stronger color, a stronger dye than the fruit part of the blueberry. Then there's one other item that I found in my kitchen. And I'm going to put down my wax paper. This time, I'm going to use a good old cup of tea. And for this one, I think I might use my friend paintbrush. Put this on here. Ooh, what a lovely yellow color that has on there. This is a turmeric tea. And the turmeric has a very strong orange, yellowy color. So let's see. I can see that that has a nice yellow tinge to it. Might put some down here. Paint it on. Make it like a sunny yellow in there. So you can see that I just used some tea. Now some teas are blackish, some are green. This one's a very bright yellow color. And I'll stop doing it now so that you can see. I might even try and mix a bit and see what happens there. See if that tea mixes with our orange flower. And then hold it up. You can see that that side does not have such a strong color. But this side, you can see the yellow much better. So we can experiment with different dyes. And I included a link for you to look at how we can make some natural dyes. But this could be a pretty cool piece of art stuck up on the wall, showing me some natural dyes that I could find both in my kitchen and also in nature. So, my friends, see if you can create some art and experiment and find different ways to make different designs on some muslin cloth. Maybe you can make an artistic picture. Maybe you could turn it into a wonderful handkerchief. I don't know. You're the artist. You're the creator. Take a look around. Use those items to make something that would be useful. All right, my scientific friends, go explore. Be safe. Have fun.